what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Lone Wolf 902. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a new backpack coming from Onetigris. This is known as the Light Roamer. It is a light backpack for ultralight hiking and backpacking. It is a roll top style backpack. So you'll notice up here, it's kind of like a dry bag where you roll it and then click it, and then it's basically, there's no zippers, it just rolls and snaps. Very, very interesting backpack, complete with pockets on the hip belt. A great suspension system, all kinds of areas to put your gear inside and outside of the pack. So we've got quite a bit to cover. Let's just get started right away. Okay, so to start things off, I'm going to mention that I do have a down sleeping bag inside of this to give it form. The inside of the pack is very, very simple. It's just an open compartment, so there's really nothing to show inside of the pack. But I will undo the top of it, and like I said, it is a roll top style bag, just like a dry bag. And then you gain access into the main compartment. So like I said, I got a sleeping bag in here just to give it some form. So there's really not a lot to talk about inside of the pack. However, I will mention that Onetigris is putting this out as a 35-liter pack plus 40 when it's undone all the way. So you can see that there is quite a bit of length here. You can roll this down, customize it to however big you need it. So right now with that sleeping bag in there, it's pretty much at 35-liter capacity. So nothing going on inside. Everything with this pack is basically outside. So let's talk about some of the outside features. All right, so starting with the face side of the bag, basically the back of the pack, I should say, is right where your body will go. You have two waistbands down here with the buckles and the strapping. I will mention that there are weather sealed zippers on both of these pockets. So each side has its own individual pocket, which is weather sealed, which is really, really nice. You can keep electronics in there, all kinds of things that you need to stay dry. This is the same zipper style that they have on the Onetigris Smoky Hut tent. So it's very, very, very good with snow and rain and moisture and whatnot. It does feature two adjusters up here, so if you need to dial it in, you can dial it in 2. Now I like how they did this with 2 versus 1 because it actually covers more surface area, so when you're cranking it in tight, it doesn't feel like it's digging into your body. It's actually really comfortable. Now along with the back side of the pack, you'll notice that there are shock cords running in this crisscross formation. This can be unbuckled up here, so there is a little plastic toggle that holds that snug. This area is typically, it runs all the way down to the bottom. So this area here is where you would typically put your sleeping pad, your sit pad, one of those kind of closed cell foam pads that you would fold, tuck in there, which will give the bag more body and more rigidity. And then you can take that shock cord and you can reattach it to the buckle up top to make sure nothing falls out. Very, very simple. And there is an adjuster down here so you can tighten that shock cord to hold anything in there. That is pretty much it for the back of the pack, other than the sternum strap here, which is adjustable up and down, of course. And we've got some nice little strapping here, so you want to click on carabiners on these D-rings for water bottles, whatever. Works really well. There are adjusters up here for load carrying to bring that load in closer to your body. Got a nice little carry handle. Very simple, very minimalistic style backpack, which is really nice for hiking. So let's turn the pack around. And let's talk about the front side. So this is where things get a little different and quite interesting for me because, like I said, it is a roll top style backpack. It's adjustable, tall or short. So if you are carrying lots of gear, you can unroll this taller, and it kind of works on those trips where you're going. So if you have a lot of food packed in here, and let's say it's rolled up taller, and you get on your second or third day hiking, you got less food in there. Now you can roll the bag down lower. Instead of having a pack that's flopping all over the place, it's still going to be full and it's still going to hold its form, which is really useful. There are these little buckles up top that have string attached to it, so you can put a sleeping pad up top and then click that in and have an external carry. These are adjustable, like kind of like a cord lock style, so it is adjustable, large or small. I have them dialed in tight right now because I don't have anything on the outside of the pack, and what this does is it helps secure the pack even tighter. Now there is a front compartment down here. You'll notice that the shock cord, again, that design crisscrossing back and forth. You can load a sleeping pad lengthwise outside if you like to, or maybe a jacket, and then it has its own tension system down there to tighten it or loosen it. There is also an external pocket. This strap up here is a little difficult to get out, but I like that because it's difficult to undo, which means it's not going to open up while you're on the trail. It does have an adjustable strap system here that goes in, probably adjustable about 3 to 4 inches, a little bit of adjustability. This outer pocket is used for more gear. Again, if you have a jacket or a pair of water shoes, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you do have an external pocket to go down inside of the pack. And then you can take that strap and cinch it in and tighten it up so your gear is not going to fall out. Although it's unlikely it's going to fall out because all of this shock cord, again, helps keep everything secure and tight to your body. On the bottom of the pack, there are adjustable straps down here again. So if you do have additional gear, a sleeping bag or a sleeping pad or anything that you need to carry on the underside of the pack, we do have those straps down there, and they are adjustable so you can cinch it in, keep everything nice and tight. Now the one thing this bag does not have, it doesn't have a rain cover. So there is no built-in rain cover in the bottom to help keep water off the pack. However, this material is pretty much like a dry bag. It is very, very water resistant. I would say it's fairly waterproof, to be quite honest, but I'm not going to say it's 100% waterproof because I haven't tested it in a downpour of rain, but I have had it out in a light rain and everything has been dry inside. So very good material, very good style. It is a ripstop fabric, and we'll get more into the specs in a little bit. But here on the side of the pack, we have 2 more adjustable straps, and these do come completely off. So if you want them completely out of the way, you can take them out of the way, or you can lock them back into their strap, just like that. Really simple. So there's no sewn ends like you would have on your waist strap here. This is sewn, so it can't pass through. This is open, so it can pass through. So if you do need to put large items in there and you don't need that strap there, you can actually undo it. There is a large pocket down here on the side. So my arm's in it right now. That ideally, you could put trekking poles in there, you could put a water bottle, you could put whatever you need inside of there, and then cinch it in with these straps like I was just showing you. So there are 3 straps, 1, 2, 3. This one is undone right now, just to show that they can be undone to expand the pack a little bit more. It's a fairly simple backpack. Like I said, it's made for hiking, it's made for moving, going fast, going lightweight, and it does a really good job at that. So I will also mention that it does have some Velcro way up at the top here. So if you want to Velcro a morale patch or whatever you want to put on there, you can do that as well. That's basically it for the outside of the pack. It's very, very simple. It's a really simple pack, and it's effective. So this is actually version 2 of this pack. There was a previous version, and Onetigris was working on a new version. I've had this for quite a while now, and this is the new version if you're wondering. So let's talk about who would use the pack and why you would use it. Like I already mentioned, the pack is for ultralight hiking. It's made for going fast. It's made for backpacking. It's not really meant for bushcraft. It's not meant for carrying a lot of heavy gear. It is very competitive on the market because there are a lot of packs that kind of follow the same design. Actually, they're very, very similar, and with the roll top and very minimalistic. Now the thing with the Onetigris pack is its price point. It's coming in right around $100 Canadian on Amazon, so very, very competitive pricing. A nice kind of sleek, stealthy look to it. It's not orange, it's not red, it's this nice charcoal gray and black. I think it blends in really nice. It's a great little pack to take out ultralight hiking. So let's get right into the specs and talk about some of the numbers and go over some more kind of features and whatnot. All right, so talking about some of the numbers, I've got the stats pulled up on my phone here. They're claiming a weight of 2 pounds for this backpack, so not bad at all. Pretty lightweight. We are talking 1.7 meters to 2 meter height is the recommended user height. So if you're between 1.7 and 2 meters tall, that's the torso that this will kind of fit comfortably. Weight load limit, they're claiming 33 pounds is kind of where they're putting the weight load limit of this pack. And like I said, 35 liter expandable, 240 liter unrolled. It is made of a nylon. It is a 420D ripstop nylon is what the material is. And there is an internal frame. That is one thing that I did forget to mention. There are 2 very small stays. I could feel them. They're round, so they're a nice little round, I want to say aluminum. They're very light. So there are 2 stays for internal framing. Nothing major, but there is some rigidity in there. Now, like I said, most of the time you're going to be putting your sit pad or whatever down in here, which is going to create a little bit more rigidity. If you are bringing a tent, put your tent poles down in there. That's going to add to the frame, so that helps out a little bit. And that's basically it for the specs. It's pretty straightforward. Very, very easy to carry backpack. If you're out hiking, moving quick, this is definitely a good choice. Now this is kind of backwards from what I typically do. I usually carry heavy gear, big packs. This is an excellent pack that I like bringing on day hikes, doing photography, if I'm out taking photos. If I'm out scouting new areas for overnight videos, this is a great pack to take with me. It also does pack everything I need to do an overnighter. So if I want to do a hammock overnighter, I can fit my underquilt, my hammock, my tarp, my food, everything in here, no problem, and keep it nice and light. So this is the Lite Roamer 35 liter plus 40 expandable pack from Onetigris. If you guys have any questions, because this is a pretty simple review, really. It's very, very straightforward. It's a very simple pack, but I believe it's very effective, and at the price point, can't really go wrong with it. And being Onetigris, I trust the brand. I use the brand all the time. Very, very good. So if you guys have any questions on it, drop it down in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer it. Like I said, it is a backpack. It's very, very simple backpack, so there's not really a whole lot to talk about. But we do have the Onetigris branding down here. I did forget to mention that. It's kind of ghosted in there in black. And I think that's kind of the big thing for me is my appeal is it's such a tactical feeling pack with how it's laid out, but it doesn't look tactical. It's a very, very simple pack. It doesn't stand out. It's very discreet. So I like that, and it's a great lightweight pack. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, drop it down in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.